Good deal. Bro. No problem. You're asking good questions. My hair.
All right,
laughing the whole time.
First thing, the new album.
New album.
Anything you can tell us? Absolutely anything.
Okay, it's going to be called Pass Out of Existence. Mudrock, who did Godsmack, Powerman 5000, he's producing 12 to 15 songs, we're not sure. I don't know, we're going to start recording end of January, early February. Hopefully it'll be out in summer, and after that it's just non-stop touring. So, theme, Pass Out of Existence, is actually a metaphor for the word disappear, and that's kind of sort of our theme for the whole entire record. We're just fading away from existence, basically. That's like the lyrical content.
What are you recording at?
Right now it's, oh, that's cool. Right now we're looking at Third Stone in California. It's in between Universal City and Burbank. So, but we're not sure yet. We have to wait for a couple other things to set that in stone.
It's going to be on Roadrunner, right?
Maybe.
Once and that's still unofficial yet. See, that's why
it was
passes, because they won't even talk about it. They're like, oh, we can't talk about that right now. So.
Right. We're actually in some legal problems with our independent label right now, which I can't talk about what's going on, and we can't sign with Roadrunner until that's taken care of. So, taken care of in the next week or two. So
they can fork out the loot.
Exactly. That's what they're going to have to do. They weren't at first, and we were like, okay, well, we'll start shopping, you know, and that can't get printed.
What brought you to Roadrunner in the first place?
The integrity of the bands that are on that label. Most of them, not the recent ones, but most of our big influences, Fear Factory, Sepultura, King Diamond, you know, like everything they've ever put out, you know, Machine Head. I've been a huge fan of all those bands my entire life, and I remember in '95 I saw Machine Head, and I'm like, I got to get on Roadrunner Records. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
You ever hear Karma to Burn?
Karma to Burn, yes.
See, they're friends from back home, West Virginia.
Awesome.
They're doing nothing now again, but sorry. All right, well, let's see. So, why did you choose Mudrock?
Mudrock. He actually chose us. So, we had a list of producers we were thinking about, and our list, actually, everyone told us to stay away from those people, which is really weird. And we're like, why? You know, they make great albums. We're like, no, the bands make the great albums, you know. And our manager, our A&R for Roadrunner, Kevin Estrada, played Mudrock 10 seconds of our music, and he committed to do the record right there. And after talking to him, you know, before we finalized it, he's totally right up our alley. I'm not a real big Godsmack fan. A lot of the kids are kind of like, oh no, you know, what's going to happen to Chimaira? And the first thing he said after hearing our demos, after we sent him the CD of the entire new record, he said, this is going to be the heaviest fucking record ever. And I'm like, thank you, you know? So, plus he's into a lot of the electronic things that we're doing and the real spaced out shit. A lot of the new songs went for that kind of approach. There's some really fucked up parts in them. And he was just in awe, and like we share the same musical interest and background and everything. So it's on, you know, and we really are excited to get to work with him.
What about Dino Kazari? I heard he was going to...
Yeah, we've been, you know, talking on and off for quite some time. I met him in April, and he came to one of our first showcase in L.A., and I handed him a CD, and he had just missed us, and he's friends with our manager, and you know, I just gave him the CD. I'm like, you know, I'm a big fan. Here you go. Don't rip us apart, because, you know, obviously we ripped you guys off. He calls like 2 days later. He's like, holy fucking shit. He's like, you guys are the only other band out there that understands what a double bass groove is, you know. So, you know, we became good friends, and the whole legal issue of what's going on right now fucked everything up of when we were supposed to be in the studio. So now they're doing Snowcore, and he can't be a part of the record, which really pisses us off. But
are there any? I heard some other guest appearances.
Well, Stefan, another great guy. He's been nothing but like helpful to us, and he expressed some interest in writing some real heavy shit like that he doesn't do with the Deftones, and that was what I was, game for. I wanted to hear.
Doesn't do anymore.
Pardon me?
Doesn't do anymore.
I don't know. I love the new record. I think it's album 2000.
It's just kind of
right. I hear you, but the shit he writes on the 7-string, straight up like Meshuggah, and I was like, please be on the record. He's like, it's on. So if they're still there when we start recording, which who knows? I mean, these are all people. We always said tentative. We talked to Paul from Slipknot, A Tattoo of the Earth, and we've known him for quite some time, and he wants to do it. But the thing with the key with if we wind up having any guests, they're going to be doing shit that no one's ever heard those guys do. Like Paul's not going to be playing bass if he's on the record. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make it very different. And at the same time, like right now, we're kind of feeling like we kind of just want to make it us. So who knows what the hell's going to happen? Once everything gets solidified, God knows it's giving us all severe headaches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure. So I heard that, I guess Slipknot's behind you guys a lot because I heard, I know WOSU or whatever.
SOU.
Where they stopped
It was actually here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a radio station called ClevelandHits.com. It's internet radio. When we first met them they were touring with Mudvayne. Actually, our sampler, Chris, he used to work with an Ozfest tour with them and like passed out shit for them and filmed them. And so he had a relationship with them. So when they were touring with Mudvayne, we went out to Pittsburgh and we went backstage, hung out with the whole band, and gave them all the CDs. And the funny thing is we're from Cleveland, and there's a band from Cleveland called Mushroomhead who have a huge rival. And when they found out we were from Cleveland, they wanted us to open the show. They're like, fuck that band, we'll put you guys on. They went crazy. They were being totally cool. And they were like just excited, that like, I can't get into it, but they were really, like grateful and everything. And we gave them all, shirts and stuff. And then I've been hearing everywhere. I heard like there was an interview and they listed their top like favorite bands. They listed us or something like. I don't know if it's true. I've yet to see it, but I was like, okay, I've heard like multiple people from all over the world say that. So it's great because we back them 100%. They're an amazing band. What they have done for the metal scene right now is just far beyond anything I could ask for out of like a metal band. Their album's just consistently heavy. It's great. It's brutal. Their stage presence, they don't slack. You know what I'm saying? They just go off, and to me that means a lot. It's like they're really putting a great attitude towards everything, and they're all really really nice guys. So I mean, I back them if they're backing us, and even if they weren't backing us, I'd still be backing them. You know what I'm saying? So
well, I heard Ozfest this year has a late start.
Yeah.
And your album's coming out in the summer. That puts you on second stage or first stage, right?
We've been talking to Jack, so we'll leave it at that.
See, now that would be good.
Yes. We'd love to do Ozfest. It's been a dream, since it started for all of us. And it just all depends on if everything works out and the album can get out on time. And Jack's been a real big supporter and fan, actually, which we never knew he was a fan. He came up to our manager because our manager was wearing a Chimaira shirt in L.A. And he's just like, do you know who those guys are? I was like, yeah, I'm their manager. And he's like, I'm a huge fan. And we're like, what? And next thing you know, I'm on AOL, and Jack Osborne's messaging me, and I was like, okay, it's trippy. That's to say the least. It's great, but we'd love to do it. I talk too much.
It's all right. Well, I mean, because you've had some good exposure. A lot of people have, and a lot of people are into it.
I can't believe it, to tell you the truth. It's just, where did it come from? I don't know.
Farm Club, of course.
Yeah, that helped out a great deal. That was, speaking of Ozzy, any band that can get on Farm Club, you will be treated like Ozzy. It's the shit. I mean, they flew us in, gave us all money, anything we wanted, food, cigarettes, beer, everything. Just, here, you want to go to Universal Studios, hang out the whole day? Go ahead. Here's your passes. Then they gave us passes to just, like, cut in line, There's, like, huge lines. They're like, here you go, just take those up to the front, and just we'll cut in front of everyone. We're like, okay, It was the shit. So, they were great.
The shirt, the PRP, I know that they have
backed us. This is a big surprise. Wook doesn't know we made these. Doesn't know we made these. We made them ourselves, because he doesn't have shirts. He just steals money from the government.
Something. I heard you you're thinking, and that 411. I don't know where he gets half that shit, man.
Right, I know.
I guess he's a rival. I don't get anywhere near the hits that he does. But
3 million last month.
Yeah, not even close. But
he's God.
Yeah, some of the, because you have the news, the 411 or whatever,
Right.
and it's like the shit that you're like, where the fuck is There'd be like 14
Everyone
like,
steals from him too.
Oh,
Every site. It's the shit. I mean, I go there. When he does an update, I get pissed. I'm like, where's the news? You know what I'm saying? It's like you need that fix of like what's going on. So I don't do anything but sit online all day. So.
Yeah, dude. Well, that online's been a good thing too.
Oh, the
Put
internet.
out your whole entire collection, which was a beautiful thing. Thank you very much.
We aim to please, you know. It's like you can't find this shit anywhere, and it really made us salty, you know. And we're like, well, fuck that guy, the guy that put it out, and you know, it's going online now. We're gonna make some money somehow off it, you know. And our fans can get it for free now, so they're happy, we're happy.
How much does that have to do with the previous label getting a little hairy? It's probably just because of the
He doesn't
money.
even know. He isn't doing anything. That's why we did it. You know.
That's cool.
We wanted. We can't even get CDs. You know. It's like kids. Ridiculous amount of kids email me a day. Where can I find your CD? I can't even find it in my hometown. You know. It's the fuck.
Yeah.
So
It seems like where we got our shirts.
Well, oh.
The Connecticut article.
Yeah.
I think they have it for sale.
yeah. If you look at the disclaimer, we are currently out of stock. Yeah. That guy's actually here where you ordered those shirts from. He's a Tour Magic big Superman shirt.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Small world.
There you go.
But what as far as touring? I mean, you're just doing a few shows here and there, and
We just basically have been writing since we did like a small tour in the summer, like June through July, and since then, you know, that's when, this is how fucking slow Roadrunner is. June, they were supposed to send our deal in June, so that's how long we've been waiting to sign with them. And in that whole time, we just have been writing the entire new record, and we played one show here and then a show in Minnesota right before Farm Club aired, and then tonight we're playing. And then we're going to play next week at
Philly.
Saturday is Philly. We're going to play next week in Cleveland at a club that only holds 100 people.
The Fantasy
Yeah,
Symposium.
we're going to play the entire new record, and then all the songs. If you guys want to go, just give me your names and it's on. That's crazy. There's going to be kids sleeping out and shit for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Definitely. We drove 300 a month.
Holy
But we figured we didn't get to see you, and it's part of a Christmas present.
Wow.
Everything to you guys. We love that.
It's awesome. I totally appreciate that. I wish you guys could have gotten on the list.
Well, we had already bought tickets because we figured with it on your website,
Mm-hmm.
the PRP and everything else, that it would go quick. And it was only like $8.
Right.
So we're like, we hate to come all this way.
Right.
So we were like, and we usually find our way to.
Yeah, I'll make sure I give you my email and AIM and all that stuff, so you know everything can.
Well, what about like the new album? How does it sound as compared to the sound existence?
You mean Present Darkness?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's stuck in my head. I know him. I just got him backwards.
Musically, more mature, a lot more mature. Heaviness, I would go and say 10 times heavier. Experimental side, tenfold. Like there's a few songs that just, I don't know if you're familiar with the band Massive Attack, or Portishead, like there's a few songs that breaks down to like that kind of shit, and it's just like, where the fuck did that come from, you know what I'm saying? And then like, it'll be like, you know, like it's just like weird shit we're doing, and I did a lot more singing than on the previous record. There's only 5 songs, so it's like a quick glimpse, you know, I do a couple singing, a couple screaming, where this one's got a lot of both, you know. It's really hard to explain because, you know, we're at the state right now where we hate the record, you know, and just because we played these fucking songs since June, you know, that we've been writing them since before June, but at the same time, we are so stoked because, like, I'll be like, oh, you know, this song is horrible, then, like, Chris will play it for someone online, like, stream the MP3, and the kids are like, holy fucking shit, and I'm like, oh, okay, because it's good, you know, so we're real indifferent about it at the moment, but I'd say, like, I'll see how the reaction is when we bust like one of the new songs. We're playing one of the new songs second tonight. Like it's gonna be the first song on the album, and it's just
which one?
It's called Let Go. It's just pissed. Like
What are some of the songs?
Let Go, Options, Without Moral Restraint, Pass Out of Existence, Severed, Dead Inside, Taste My, Jade, which is my favorite song on the record. That's just a trip into my mind, and it's just fucking weird. Like, it's the song, like, I write a lot of the songs, you know, I'm the singer, but like, I still like to collaborate. Like, sometimes when I write riffs, like, I know what I want to do over them, so I'll write the song, and I wrote that one. It's gonna be the last song on the record, and it's just, you would not expect it out of us. It's just fucked up. I can't even describe, like, how weird the song sounds. But at the same time, what I've heard is from everybody is that we're going to lose we got compared to a lot of bands before, like everyone that I've talked to, especially like Wokabus from Pimp Rock Palace, they're all like, you guys don't sound like anybody anymore, which really meant a lot to me. And I'll always ask like people like that, like, so what do you think kids are going to, you know, be like about the songs? He's like, your fan base is going to multiply times 10, you know, and it's just like, okay, you know, so I guess it's good enough that we're going to gain a lot more fans, but it's still heavy enough that our old fans are going to stay, which is all I ask, you know. I mean, we're not trying to write songs to drive around in Lamborghinis. We're trying to write songs that musically are good to us, and I can get out what I want to say, you know, and no holds barred, and like no one telling us how to write our songs, anything like that. And that's all we want to do, and that's all we are going to do. So I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to think of some other songs. Cholera. I don't know. I can't think.
That's cool. Okay, still just
cool.
I'm excited about that.
I am
just the whole thing, and you fuck it up. Will you do it all that? No,
I'll talk twice as long. That's it.
But one more thing about the Farm Club. Did you say you were supposed to get to deal with Roadrunner in June? That was after like August or October, that's right. So
we were already negotiating when we did Farm Club.
Did you get other offers?
Since then? Well, no. Since Mudrock signed on to do the record, we had 14 calls from major labels, and this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So right now it's called what's called the fourth quarter, where no labels do anything because it's the holiday season, and January 3rd it might be on. You know, we might get a huge fucking deal. So we're hoping for something. We just want to get in the studio. That is our main concern. I don't care if someone hands me $10 and says, here, go do your record. I don't give a fuck. I just want to do it. You know, like something that's going to be out that kids can find easily, and we can start touring. And that's all we want to do. We don't care about anything else. I mean, we're going to be on the road, so give me, you know, what good is it going to do? I'm not going to wait around for an extra $100,000 just because I'm going to be on the road anyway, so fuck it, you know. So it's just, we're all just salty, and you'll see tonight how salty we are. We're pretty pissed tonight.
So how many new songs are you going to do tonight?
Well, they're sort of new, but they're still on MP3.com as demos. We're doing Severed,
Yeah, we got all this.
Dead Inside, Let Go, Without Moral Restraint, Forced Life, that's it. So, Forced Life is another one that's going on the record.
Yeah. And Switch is playing there from here, and they got a pretty nice label.
Yeah.
Immortal Virgin.
Yes, you can thank Wokabus for that one, too. I told him about him, I gave him to our manager started shopping, Wilk started shopping, they had a deal in like 2 weeks. That's like the difference between a major and Billprint. This difference between a major and an indie like Roadrunner, how quick they work. So we're kind of hoping for a major now, because Roadrunner's already trying to give us restrictions on like tour support and everything. It's like, you want us to tour, or you want us to like go in a station wagon and suffer and not be able to perform good the next night, you know? It's like,
yeah, I've heard things.
Yeah, we're salty.
Well, I guess, any other Cleveland bands that are going to hit the big time that you'd like to mention?
Not hit the big time, but like for good underground shit, North Meadow Park. They're like sick grindcore. Candiria meets Dillinger meets Meshuggah. It's some fucked up shit. They're awesome. Dissension, who opened up the show tonight. Love those guys. Been friends with them for a long time. Other than that, no.
Okay.
Everyone else can go to hell, because they all talk shit about us anyway.
What would you like to say to your fans?
We completely appreciate your support, and please bear with us. The album will come out soon, and please bear with us. We will be touring enough to the point where you will not even want to see us anymore, because we're going to be in your hometown so much. And we love everything that you guys send us and do, and believe, you know, like they all know that we'll sit and talk to them. We don't care. You know, we have been, and countless nights we'll just sit in chat rooms together and talk to our fans, and we love that. And we're not doing it to, according to our Kerrang Awards, we're not trying to be down with our fans. It's like we have fun with our fans because our fans are just like us, you know. We sit there and talk about movies, you know. It's like, it's just normal shit, and that's like what we want it to be like. And fuck that wicked Kerrang Awards. Fuck that magazine. I don't know if you saw that shit. They just ripped on fucking bands like us. They're just like, fuck that magazine. That's all I have to say.
Fuck them.
Boycott Kerrang and Terrorizer. Pick up Metal Maniacs. They at least cover us.
Okay, I guess that's about it. Am I forgetting a couple pictures?